Hey everybody, I'm Anamon Glendora, and welcome to Anime Season 8. So, uh, I wanted to mention how difficult it was to decide what to do for this season. I had so much trouble deciding on a topic. Like, legitimately. Initially, my thought was shonen animes and the different shonen animes that I really like. But after looking at all the shonen animes that I actually do like, I realized I'm actually a lot pickier about shonen than I thought I was. And I'm not super confident that I could make a whole month about it. A whole separate month just about shonen. And so I thought, okay, well, what about romance animes? I love a good romance anime. Anytime there's a new seasonal lineup, I always take a look at what the new romances are gonna be, and I pick one or two of them that seem interesting to me. I love a good romance anime. Um, and then I realized there's over 100 romance animes that I enjoy. so, so I'm like, okay, so no rom coms this month. Um, and then I thought, okay, well, what about isekai? And I quickly realized, no, that's not going to work either, because once again, I have over 100 isekai that I enjoy. and um and that's not even counting all of the isekai I have seen. Like I've seen way more than 100 isekais. I am isekai trash. I love isekais. It is one of my favorite genres. Like it is one of my favorite genres. I love shonen. I love shonen. I love fantasy. I love romance. I love isekai. Like those are like my top 4. Not necessarily in that order. But then I thought, okay, well, since I can't do isekai, what if I specifically just did villainess animes? Because ever since the anime Reborn as the Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom, ever since that anime came out, there has consistently been a villainess anime occurring every single season. There has always been a villainess anime airing every season since then. Like, it popularized the whole villainess story. And I thought, there's a lot of really good villainess stories. Is there enough for a whole month? And it's so close. It's so close. It's so close. There are 3 villainess animes that are coming out later this year that I would really like to see. And once those 3 have come out, there absolutely is going to be enough for a whole month, for a whole season of anime. So I can probably do that next year. For season 9, I could probably focus on villainess. But then I thought about all of the different rom-coms and all the isekais and the villainess and shonen animes that I like. All of these animes from my favorite genres that I really enjoy. And then I thought, what if the month of anime is restricting me? What if it's restricting me because I am solely focused on fitting an entire topic, an anime topic, into a whole month? I'm solely focused on that, and I'm not really broadening my horizons. And I thought, okay, well, what if I did something new? What if I tried a new series? What if I started making a new series where every episode was me talking about a different isekai, a different isekai, a different rom-com, a different villainess story, a different fantasy, a different shonen, just like throughout the whole gauntlet, talking about a different one of like all of my like favorite genres of anime. And I thought, yeah, that actually sounds pretty good. I thought that sounds pretty good. So I'm going to have to figure out how to I'm gonna have to figure out how to stream from YouTube. I'm going to figure out how to stream from YouTube, specifically from YouTube, with while using a background and my OC as just kind of my avatar, to my OC as my avatar, and then an image of the anime that I'm going to talk about on there. And I'm going to see about doing that for every episode that I do. And I'm just going to turn it into its own podcast. So that's what I think I'm going to do. And there will be special episodes where I will have special guests. There will be special episodes where I will have special guests. I can think of a couple people who would be willing to join me for certain episodes. And I figure that would be a lot more interesting than simply doing anime and just trying to say everything I wanted to say in a single month. Like, I could just kind of do it whenever, because like throughout the whole year there are several different times when like there are animes that I would love to talk about, but I don't know how to do it without it just seeming like a one-off. But having a podcast where I just talk about different animes that fit within the various genres that I enjoy, I think would be like I think that sounds like a fantastic idea. And it would just, it would allow me to just gush about what I enjoy about different series. So that's what I'm going to do so I feel like that's what I'm going to do in the future. Now, I will still do animes, but only if I'm able to come up with a decent, theme for that year. Because if I'm unable to come up with a decent theme for that year, if I struggle as much as I struggled this year for it, then I'll just skip that year. And I will only do anime, like, once I have inspiration. Once I've found some inspiration. So that's how it's going to be moving forward. So anime will no longer be guaranteed every year. It will be just something that happens whenever I have inspiration for a theme. With that said, the theme of this one, as you read in the title, is Littlest Beans in Anime. After much thinking, I decided I would just rewatch a couple animes and see if any inspiration hits me. and I wound up watching this. I wound up watching this isekai. I wound up watching this isekai anime about a guy who is sent to another world for the sole purpose of looking after these two little kids, looking after and raising these two little kids who will grow up to become heroes. And the two kids are just adorable. They are so cute. They are just the cutest things. And it got me thinking, there's a lot of cute characters in anime. There's a lot of cute child characters in anime that just, lots of little beans, adorable little beans. And I thought, well, Pragmata came out recently, and a lot of people began playing that and wanting kids, and people started calling them creeps, and saying that if you're a guy and you're talking about wanting kids, it means you're a word that I can't say on YouTube. And so I thought, this could piss off a lot of people if I did this. Let's do it. That's how I came to the conclusion that that's what I was going to do. I was like, this could piss a lot of people off. I'd go for it. It's just, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to do it. So yeah, that's how I came to the decision of Littlest Beans and anime. Now, that said, I should mention this. Two things. There's going to be two things that are different about this time around compared to previous animes. Next week, I will be posting 5 episodes next week, Monday to Friday. However, the week after that, the week of the 10th to 16th, the Monday to Friday, 11th to 15th, I will not be posting any episodes of anime that week because the 8th, 9th, and 10th of this month, I will be going to Indiana PopCon. And so that next week after that, from the 11th to 15th, I will be posting videos about, throughout that week, about my time at PopCon. So I will not be posting any episodes of anime that week. More episodes of anime will continue the following week, starting on the 18th to the 22nd, and then the 25th to the 29th. So there will technically be only 16 episodes of this. However, because I am limited to only 16 episodes, and there are a lot of cute, adorable little beans in anime, and I want to give a lot of them their time to shine, I am going to be doubling up. I'm going to be doubling up on who is represented in each episode. I will not be talking about a single character in each episode. I will be talking about 2. I'll be talking about 2 little beans from two separate animes. Or there's there's 3 instances where it's 2 little beans that are from the same anime. But either way, I am going to be doubling up on each episode. So you will be getting plenty. You will be getting plenty of character analysis and me just gushing over how cute a lot of these little beans are. Because one thing you should know about me by now, after all these years, is I love kids and I want one of my own. I really do. I want to be a dad so bad. I want to be a father so badly. So yeah. So that's the plan for this. That's the plan for this month, and that is what's going to happen going forward. I'm going to. It's probably going to take a while for me to get the whole podcast up and running, and I'm still not sure what I'm going to call it, to be honest. So if you have suggestions of what I can call my podcast, let me know in the comment box below. The various genres that I will be covering, there's shonen, isekai, romance, fantasy, villainess, slice of life, and harem, and maybe a few ecchi harems here and there. Maybe throw in a few ecchi harems here and there. But those are going to be the different genres, the 8 genres that I will be focusing on primarily. Occasionally, I may end up dabbling into other genres, but those are going to be the main focus. Because those are the 8 genres that I tend to gravitate towards. Well, ecchi, not so much. But occasionally, if the actual plot piques my interest. So, or if it has a really good art style. I find that a really good art style can be a great motivation to watch it. So, anyway, regardless, that's the plan for the podcast. Let me know in the comment box below if you have any ideas for what I should call the podcast. I will take every suggestion into consideration. And if I choose what you suggest, I will be sure to give you a shout out in the first episode. So, in any case, that's it for this introduction episode. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoy this month of Anime Season 8, Littlest Bean Edition. Take care, everyone. Love that shit. It's good. That's good water.